The guy's coming, was he?
Hello and welcome everybody into this week's episode of the Prem de la Creme podcast, part 1. Part 2 is coming out on Tuesday, straight after the Chelsea versus Spurs game. So make sure you're here at 11 p.m. cat. But part 1 was a great part. Usually the first half is usually kind of dead. But the first half this week was unreal. We had the Liverpool Aston Villa game, a lot of talking points there. We had the Chelsea FA Cup final, a lot of talking points there. And of course, we had today Manchester United defeating Nottingham Forest, and of course, Alonso taking charge of Chelsea. All that and more on today's episode of Prem de la Creme podcast. And I'm joined by an esteemed panel that, some people call the Creme de la Creme. I just call them the Prem de la Creme. To my right, my brother from another mother, the guy who is just like, people call him Dr. Mugabe. I call him Dictator Mugabe. Noaz, how are you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon?
So Hamza actually got it wrong. We taught him there's actually Dr. Kumalo because about South African. It's Dr. Kumalo, not Dr. Mugabe. But Hamza is from the UK, so he doesn't understand the African hierarchies really. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Happy to see you guys. Happy to see you.
Thank you, Mugabe, for correcting me on the slight minor mistake that I made. It's not like Mugabe to do that. Oh, wait, it is literally what he did for years. But anyway, below, people call him the most handsome man in Pretoria. I say he's the most handsome man in Durban. I say he's the most handsome man in the whole of South Africa. My brother, Max Saeed, representing Arsenal and PSG. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well, bro. Happy to be here. My team hasn't played this weekend, but I want to dive into specific conversations that needs to be spoken about, so I'm here for it.
Yes, I think so. And
I'm scared about that
conversation... Yeah, that conversation, I think he might be referring to. We're going to have another guy called Official Uzi Ahmed. He'll be here in about 10 minutes' time to talk about, of course, as Hamza mentions, Bruno matching the record. Will he break it? Who knows? But let's start off in West Birmingham, in Aston Villa. Aston Villa took on Liverpool. Everyone in the Prem de la Creme gang said, you know what, it's going to be a draw or it's going to be a win for Liverpool. Liverpool are going to walk over them. Aston Villa, they're on this high from Europe. They prepared for Istanbul. But no, what happened? 4-2 was the score. Slippy G reincarnated Dominic Szoboszlai. 4-2 was the end score. I would say a terrible performance from Liverpool. But who am I? I'm just a guy. The guy you want to hear from is the corner flag. So, Noaz, I know you were out on this game, and I know you've since watched the game in deep thought and had deep analysis on the game. So what are your thoughts on that game between Aston Villa and Liverpool?
There's not really much difference in terms of how Liverpool conceded goals, sloppy goals, mistakes leading to goal, but still no structure. That's what leads to those opportunities, isn't it? So, slot 12 league defeat this season. I think that's 20 in all competitions. First time we've done that since 2000 and I think it was about 2006 when Rafa was still there. So yeah, terrible stuff. At least Rafa won the Champions League around that period, But Slot, there's nothing really that shows signs of progress, which is why even the likes of Salah spoke out afterwards. So yeah, in terms of analysis on the game, like I said, there's not really much to talk about. Van Dijk scoring 2 goals, becoming Liverpool's 5th top goal scorer this season, doesn't mean that we're scoring a lot of goals. If your defender is up there, it just means how terrible we've been. And yeah, bro, fortunately, the only team that can really pull us out of the Champions League spots is the likes of Bournemouth and Brentford. And Bournemouth have to verse Manchester City, who I'm hoping Man City gets the job done, which it's like a get out of jail free card, realistically. You muted.
Really good, really good spot that, Noaz. But I was saying, you pretty much just need one more point now, right? If you draw against Brentford on the last day, you've made it.
Yeah. But assuming how's Bournemouth against City on the table, I think Bournemouth have to hope that City beat Bournemouth though.
They will. They will beat Bournemouth, I think.
Hopefully. How crazy it is though to see how far we've fallen off there. If you had to tell a Liverpool fan, let's say we just won the league, right? A year ago. He said, I'm coming from the future. This game, Bournemouth versus Manchester City, It's a massive game for Liverpool's season. What do you think the Liverpool fans would think if they hear that? They'll be like, oh shit, we need Bournemouth to take points on Manchester City, win a title race. The reality is, we need Bournemouth to drop points. At the floor, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, bro.
Life can change so
Bournemouth
quick.
are a good fucking footballing team, bro.
Yeah. And also, it's a tough league, bro. In 2 seasons under Slot, you've won a league title, mate. Like, I've had many years of many different managers, and I've not won a league. Arteta has been there for 6 years, bro. Even if he wins this season, that'll be 1 league in 6 years, which means that Slot could basically do 4 years of messing around and doing nothing, and he still would have had a better record than Arteta, right? So be careful what you wish for. And you're talking a lot about system, and Chrisan has made a really, really good point a couple times in the chat, right? And I wanted to bring it up. I know we had a conversation a couple weeks ago, but 130 million on Florian Squirts. This brother should play better, irrespective of the system. Where was he in this game, and where has he been in all the games apart from Burnley at home or a couple games in December? Where has he been?
I think it's what Salah called out for. So Salah called out for heavy metal football, meaning not just being the presses, but being the risk takers. And I think, yeah, the likes of Florian Wirtz haven't shown many, moments of bravery in games. Doing the Kevin De Bruyne type pass, line breaking passes, eye of the needle type passes. And the thing is, we bought him for those traits. I think that's where Liverpool fans are also frustrated. I think there's so many things that's happened this season that Florian Wirtz, in terms of Liverpool fans, we haven't really put the microscope over him because there's so many other issues. If rival fans are
why though?
Florian
You spent 125 million.
Like I said, there's so many other things. Rival fans have nothing better to do than to talk about Florian Wirtz. They don't get to do that. Yeah, but
genuinely,
y'all can do what you want.
About Isak when he broke his leg.
Then
Florian Wirtz, like real talk, Nawaz. Why is
Florian
Wirtz got like a halo around his head, right? Why has he got like some sort of protection suit when he's played every single game and been cheeks for 90% of the season?
Because, like I told you, it's not the root cause, is it? There's other things.
Yeah, but you'd expect him to pull you out of it. You'd expect him, like, if you spend that much money on him and he's played every single game, like, you'd expect to pull him out of it, right?
Yeah, well, that system. Where's the runners for him to feed? Where's the striker for him to play off? If your main striker that's been fit majority of the season is Akitike, who drops in deep, and you have no wingers that can create chances for you because Cody Gakpo is on the touchline, Salah is finished and he's on the touchline. Florian Wirtz can't do what Szoboszlai does and can create a shot from 30 odd yards.
Yeah, but we spoke about this against Man United, right? He has no personality to go and grab the game by the balls. When he was in that half space where he could have taken a turn, taken a shot, or passed somebody in behind, when he did have runners, he didn't take it, right? And that's happened countless times, and it happened again at Villa Park, right? So why are you absolving him of playing? I know Chris, I'm assuming he's a Manchester United fan because you talk about Pogba now, right? But he makes a good point. He says, judge him like you judge Pogba. Right, because Pogba was, if you're not scoring goals, assists, then you're rubbish, right? But he brought so much more to the game. How come Florian Wirtz just gets like an absolute free hall pass?
Well, he doesn't get a free hall pass, though. Like we said,
so why have you not called him out at all? We've done 25 episodes of this podcast. I've never heard you call him out once.
But I have to.
You haven't, Mac. Can you attest to that? I'm pretty sure I've never heard him call out.
I think there was once or twice, but most of the time.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
In 20,
you know what's funny? When Pogba was in the
episodes,
Manchester United team, you were seen as the main guy and you wasn't doing anything. Florian Wirtz isn't seen as the main guy, yeah. And there's been so many issues.
Why he was bought for 120 mil. If it's bought for 60 mil, I honestly wouldn't even care that much. But 120 mil, bro, that's like ridiculous. Like even Caicedo, the chat people had for Caicedo when he had like basically 6 bad games at the start of his first tenure at Chelsea, and then after that he was decent. Bro, people still spoke about those first 6 games for a year and a half. Florian Wirtz has been mid, not even mid. He's created nothing for like 6 months basically, and nobody talks about it. No, but it's like some.
Yeah, but you can talk about
subject. It's like some taboo subject, bro.
You can talk about
but
it.
Like, you don't talk about it. You talk about Slot every game. Mama does talk about Slot every game, but you'll absolve everybody else. You'll absolve Florian Wirtz of blame completely.
Do you know what it is though? Like when he comes.
Greetings. Sorry for the tardiness, boys. Sorry for the tardiness.
No, no,
Hello there.
Ozzy, we're
Alright.
just talking a little bit about Liverpool and Florian Wirtz. And to be fair, that's a good place for you to come into it. There's a guy in the chat talking about people had a lot more like scrutiny on Pogba, right, than they did for Florian Wirtz, right?
100%.
Talk to me about that, because Florian Wirtz has been bought for 125 mil, and Nawaz is like, oh, it's the system, oh, he doesn't have runners, that's why he's not good. So why was he bought for 125 mil? Why
Bro,
can't Nawaz ever pull this guy out?
Their own a quote-unquote legend, Graham Souness, used to slate Pogba every single time that brother touched the
He used
ball.
to, yeah. I won't lie.
Every
He
single
did-
time. Then that time he got 4 assists in one game. We expect this from £100 million, man. But then you have Florian Wirtz, who's absolutely useless. And he says, no, he needs to adapt to the league. This, that, what, bro. This is, you need to have the cojones to own up.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
so
this
I
video.
hope you'll have his number, bro. I hope you can ask Graham Souness himself. Because, like I said, I have my opinion. I never slated Pogba. If Graham Souness slated him, I'll speak to Graham Souness, man.
Yeah,
No,
but
before-
our
before
thing is,
Ozzy,
that no one ever calls, not even
Hamza.
just you, but no one ever calls out Florian Wirtz for some weird reason.
Wait,
So make a
before
video.
Uzi joined, I was about
Start the
to
agenda.
say, okay, Florian Wirtz is one of those players where they need the coach to put their arm around him to go and perform. If you don't have that type of coach, you're not going to get the best out of him. It's the same with Cherki. Cherki is a class player. Before at Lyon, was he lighting up the world? I don't think so. Okay. He went to City, Guardiola put his arm around him and showed him how he wants to play football. Now he's living his best life. This is one of the things in number 10s that in order to flourish, you need that coach and that backing behind you. Otherwise, it's gonna be like
Yeah, but
null
look
and
at
void
Cole
thing.
Palmer. Cole Palmer was playing under Maurizio Pochettino when we were playing Chilwell at left wing and Jackson at striker, bro. And that guy still made it happen. In his first season of Premier League football properly,
That
he
just
still made
proves
it
the
happen.
point. Pochettino
but
gave him that arm.
No,
He
he
gave him
didn't,
that
bro. He
platform
gave
to
him
go and
Chilwell
flourish.
and Jackson,
Yeah,
bro.
Palmer was essentially
He had
Chelsea, bro.
cheeks,
The old
he had
Chelsea
cheeks
system
everywhere.
went through, but no, the old system went through Palmer, though. Like, yeah, the system
Bro,
isn't going through.
he had
Florian
cheeks
Wirtz.
everywhere and he still made it work. Florian Wirtz was bought for 130 million and is not making anything work, and no one talks about it. It's like this, but people will talk about, Isak, where's he been? Oh, he's been injured the whole season. Oh, that's so bad. This guy's played every game this season and has been shit every single game. That's what it is, bro. And again, against Aston Villa, he was shit again. You know, and when you need your best players to stand up, this is where Slot needs the help
But
of his big players.
You're not understanding it, though, because like the game, the ball moves. The ball doesn't move through Florian Wirtz. That's the thing. That's what we're saying. So if you want him to be that player that dictates the play, then play the game through him. AQ is there.
What the hell?
Hamza, I was saying, I brought
Assalamualaikum.
My brother. Ozzy, flip your screen on TikTok so that people can see him.
My phone is charging.
All right.
What's new?
Yeah, 120 million players should be the system, exactly.
But also, to move on from Florian Wirtz, though, in terms of that game, where did that game go away? Because it seemed like you just lost all control after like 35 minutes, and then you just never regained it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the main position we need to buy in the summer before we buy any other player is have a CDM that can partner Gravenberg. Have someone there that can stop transitional play. Liverpool, time and time again, Liverpool have been the victims of a quick turn in play. One pass is all it takes, and the opposition is in. Chances are being created. They don't even have to build up the play. So, yeah, I mean, like Liverpool just need to get a CDM, someone literally doesn't even have to be world class because we have so many world class players around him. He just needs to be stuck in. If Endo was fit, bro, put Endo there. So I think we don't need someone crazy. Get like Elliot Anderson.
I still think Liverpool need a manager that has identity. That's what I think. I still think they need a manager who needs identity. I think it lives in like with all these Dutch managers. Like I don't understand, where does the identity disappear to? They start off so well, and then all of a sudden, it's like it's gone. Nothing. They don't know how to play. There's like no passion related to them and the players. That's what I personally feel.
Yeah, I mean, like Jurgen Klopp came out and said something recently also at Peter Crouch, where you were talking about like man management, and even if you are a player and you can't be playing week in week out, Jurgen Klopp was telling Peter Crouch how he manages that. You know, where like Max said, also put your hand over the player in a way, metaphorically, where you tell like there's so many youngsters also that were in the squad, and then you have to try and make sure that they also don't feel demotivated and they can get their way into the first 11. You're telling me with this current manager that sort of avenue is being built from the academy to the first team. When you see how he's treating the likes of Rio and Gamoa, how he's treating even someone that's old enough like Chiesa, that if you have a good game, that doesn't mean anything because you might not start the next game. So the culture at the club is definitely taking a big knock. Again, on the pitch, the culture itself also took a knock with Arne Slot.
So why you slot in then? Because you famously made a video saying slot in about 3 weeks ago. With all this being said and what's happened this season, you mentioned the 12 losses. Why are you so vehement on being slot in?
I just vehement with.
Like that's your stance.
Bro,
Because I'm not.
here, bro.
Yeah, I
From the
forgot
gully, you must remember.
He's from the gully, bro. Because I'm not gonna say I'm on the die on that hill, bro. The way I'm saying slot in, I think I'm.
But the way you made the
let
video, you
season
made it
be-
feel like that. Because you said I've been tossing and turning, I've been thinking about it, and I've decided that I'm slotting.
Yeah, I'll get into my
on the
point.
back
I'll
of
get
this
into my
performance
point.
and a lot of other
I'm getting to it.
performances.
I'm getting to it, yeah.
Go
Yes,
then,
I'm
go
getting
then.
to it. So the reason why I'm starting is because, like I said in the beginning of the season, what happened to Jota and what happened to all of the players getting, like obviously Salah getting a whole new role and everything. So many players are obviously getting older. Even the likes of Allison is leaving now, and Robertson we knew was going to end up leaving. So this season is kind of like a buy in a way. Next season, I'm only giving him up until December because I would say I would rather much have a new manager come in and have half a season and a preseason than to have just a preseason. So if it shows no signs of like progress, I'd rather have that be the reality.
So you're willing to accept? You're like, okay, cool. This is not great, but it's like it's fine. It's annoying now, but like I'll give him a bit more time. That's basically your stance.
Yeah, I'm just giving him time, but he's not proving that he deserves it. I'm not saying he deserves the time. I'm just giving it to him.
First. All right. Well, I mean, I guess that's Liverpool.
Oh, wait, one more thing. You know what did you make about Salah's comments? Did he indirectly call out Slot or indirectly call out the team with his comments?
I think it's a bit of both because I always blamed a bit of the team also, not just Slot, because Soboslai is the only one that looks like he wants to play for the badge and do the 9 yards. Because you look at the stats also, how many teams have outran Liverpool. This Chelsea team also outran Liverpool in our latest encounter. So you're talking about how many other teams, Bournemouth, teams that you don't expect, bro. I think even Burnley outran Liverpool this season. So when you see things like that, it's like you have to call out the players as well, not just the manager. So I think he definitely took the pun out of the grenade with that whole statement. And I think it was directed to both, but mainly probably towards Arne Slot because we already know that things weren't sitting right with him and Slot from months back.
Do you not think he's just behaving like a big baby though? Like he's not leaving in the it hasn't been great this season, but like he's had a 9-year career where he became like a Premier League great. Should you not go out with some grace rather than trying to go out like trying to burn the whole building as you leave?
No, because you must remember what's the building that is currently in the building that he helped build up also with Jurgen Klopp and Sadio Mane and all those players. Now, in the space of one transfer window, in the space of one season,
time
all of
moves
that's
on.
coming crashing down.
Like time moves
but now
on.
we don't want to be like Chelsea right now, where you have to be rotating between managers and you're not sticking to an identity.
But he's trying to blow up the building. So that is literally him trying to change the manager. That's what I mean. So you're saying you try not to be Chelsea, but he's literally behaving like Chelsea.
What's the statement though? The statement is saying, let's go back to what we've been doing. How have we been winning games? That's what he's busy calling out for.
Nah, there was some other stuff he said in there.
What did he say?
No, I remember the heavy metal football thing, but there were some things that he said. I just think do you not just think it's just him
us crumbling to yet another defeat
as he's leaving? Because at the end of the day, it's not his problem. He's leaving at the end of the season. Who gives a shit, bro? And I said this to Mac before the live. I actually said this to Mac before the live. You guys are talking about Champions League football like it's the be-all and end-all of everything. But us top clubs, one season out of the Champions League doesn't actually make that much of a difference. The thing for a Champions League for Aston Villa is like, we need Champions League so we can get more money, so we can attract more players. And of course, Liverpool will have that to a certain level. United will have that to a certain level. Chelsea will, Arsenal will, right? But if we're not in the Champions League for one season, it's not the end of the world, right? But for you, right? For us, right? Our thing is, there's no point being in the Champions League if we're not going to win it, right? Obviously, we're not going to win it every year, but like be super competitive. Regardless of what happens, bro, like you're not going to be competitive in the Champions League next year. Like you're just not. You're not going to win the Champions League next year, right? So if they've been like,
Why
oh
did
yeah,
you say that, though? What makes you say that?
Because the team for
Respectfully,
5-6
both
years,
times your club won the Champions League. You're one favorite, So just being in the
no,
competition.
I mean, bro,
in
in 2021 we conceded 4 goals. No team has ever done that. We didn't lose a single game. Only 6 teams have done
I'll
that.
tell you straight,
right?
No one predicted Chelsea winning that Champions League.
I literally did.
Yourself,
December 2020, when Lampard was still in charge, I said it. I literally said it. And people came out and called me crazy, right? Which maybe attests to your point. But my thing is, right, Liverpool are not going to win the Champions League. I don't care what happens, bro. There's no way. If you have Florian Squirts in your team, bro, there's absolutely no way that you win the Champions League. No way. No chance. No chance, right? So for Liverpool, I think Salah, like what he's saying is completely unnecessary because it's like the team isn't even good enough. If your team was the team of 4 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, fairs. Your team is good enough to win the Champions League next year. But for him to be like, oh, it's unacceptable us not to get Champions League, what? You're going to get bounced in the quarterfinals anyway. So who gives a shit, really? But yeah, I think Salah's just being a big baby is my response to that. I don't know, Ozzy, Mac, if you disagree with that, or Nawaz, if you disagree with that, but that's my take.
Bro, I agree with you. You can't be attacking your club, bro. Especially the club that literally made
He's not attacking
you
the club.
superstar. Oh,
He's not
you
attacking
can't.
the club,
Whoever's in the seat, bro. It's like the whole Mbappe situation. Everyone was flaming Mbappe for talking about Arbeloa. I'm saying he's the 4th best striker, but like when Salah came out with the comments, no one's flaming him, bro. You can't throw your manager under the bus in any circumstances.
Yeah, and live with grace, man. Because at the end of the day, you've had an amazing career at Liverpool. Like I said, you were Premier League great. Go out with grace, bro. Like, go out the way that people would want you to go, like, how you want to be remembered. If you got to try and burn the building, people won't forget that, you know? And that's literally all he's done.
Though.
I get it.
I think
he has, man.
You rival
The
fans are
interview
seeing
in
it
December.
Literally, all the Liverpool fans are backing him.
It's
Because
not
we know the
it's not been
standards
a great
we've set.
season.
And we've
No,
dropped
it's
off
not
the
a great. It's not a great season, but you don't need to come out in public and say it, right? You can do that all in private. That's fine, but you don't need to come out and have your public, like your PR thing, like your whole thing about the last season. Be December, you came out, did an interview, and was basically just like, "Oh, I'm going to leave." Right? Even last year, right? He's to be fair, last year at United, where he goes, "This is probably my last game with United." Yeah, when he says that, yeah, and then gets a 400k a week contract at the end of it, it's just like, bro. You're trying to like push people into doing things that they basically don't want to do, and you're just being like a weirdo, man. Like what he did after that Liverpool, after the United game, in the December interview, shocking, and then this one, it's just like so unnecessary. You can do that all internally. You don't need to come out and say it. And I think he needs to leave with a bit more grace.
I think he comes out and says it's purely based on the basis that he's Mohamed Salah. He's a bigger name than Slot, so he doesn't give a shit what Slot and that thinks. He's leaving the club. He's him. Why not?
But I don't think it's about Slot. Like, it's not about him versus Slot. It's like him versus his own legacy. No, it's him versus his whole legacy. I know that statement's about Slot, but my point is him versus his legacy. You know what I mean? Like how he's remembered.
You all said all these things. I'm still waiting. Give me at least one sentence he said where he's throwing the toys out of the Prem.
No, like there was no need to even post that. I'm not gonna behave like I memorized the whole thing, bro. I memorized Yasin. I didn't memorize this, bro. Huh?
But he's frustrated though. That's why he's talking about this. He acting like
but you don't need to come out.
One of the best clubs.
You don't need to come out publicly and say it.
You're leaving the club, bro. You need to, like I'm not saying, leave with grace. You literally one of the greatest players.
But you're saying leave with grace as if he's fucking throwing the club under the bus. So he's saying that Liverpool have had standards over the years. No, he said Liverpool have had standards over the years, and we've dropped off those standards, and we need to recover those standards, which kept us good, playing good football. Liverpool will always be a club that meant a lot to him, but he's talking about the standards, and there's nothing about throwing the club under the bus.
Okay, wait. Right. Let's look at this. Let's look at this in this way, right? When Ronaldo was talking about the standards of United, every single pundit flamed him, right? And
why are you all having victor mentalities here?
Bro, look at this.
Bro, that's just deflection. That's just deflection. Let me read this out for the people in the chat as well, right? Let me read this out for the people in the chat. Obviously, you guys can read it as well. I have witnessed this club go from doubters to believers and from believers to champions. It took hard work, and I always did everything I could to help the club get there. Nothing makes me prouder than that. Fine. Amazing. Great. Good. That's fine. Us crumbling to yet another defeat this season was very painful and not what our fans deserve. I want to see Liverpool go back to being the heavy metal attacking team that opponents fear, back to being a team that wins trophies. Who the hell is he to say this? First of all, you're a player, you're not the manager, right? So just know your place. That is the football I know how to play.
Act like he's not a leader, though. He's not just some random guy in the dressing room. No, you gave your 5 cents. I added a double. You gave your 5 cents. I just added
reading the whole thing. Let me finish.
Yeah. So then read the whole thing. Don't give your 5 cents then. Don't give your 5 cents in between, because I'll give my 5 cents also then.
Am I the host?
Yeah.
Am I the host? You the host. Mugabe.
Okay, Mugabe.
Anyway. Okay. That is the football I know how to play, and that's the identity that needs to be recovered and kept for good. It cannot be negotiable, and everybody that joins this club should adapt to it. Winning some games here and there is not what Liverpool should be about. Agreed. All team win games, right? That's fine. I agree with that. Liverpool will always be a club that means a great deal to me and to my family. I want to succeed for a long after I've moved on. Great. As I've always said, qualifying for next season Champions League is the bare minimum, and I'll do everything I can do to make that happen. I mean, that helps when you've been shit all season. Listen. Noaz, let me.
So disrespectful, bro.
I'll tell you why.
Very disrespectful.
Listen. I want to see Liverpool go back to being the heavy metal attacking team that opponents fear and back to being a team that wins trophies. Sorry, you weren't saying this last season when you weren't playing heavy metal attacking football that won you the league and gave you 28 goals and 18 assists, right? Let me finish, Nawaz, because I know you're going to say something. Let me finish. And then it says, that is the football I know how to play. Well, you're not playing anymore. You're playing for one more game, buddy. It doesn't you're basically putting this out to be as selfish as possible, to be like, oh yeah, I'm saying this because that's the reason why I've been bad, because the system's not been built for myself. When other players have had bad seasons, they don't come out and be like, this is why I've had a bad season, and throw the manager and the system under the bus, because that's exactly what it is. That's the football I know how to play. He's basically saying, Slot's not played the way that I want to play, and that's why I've been crap. Why do you need to say that? Everything else is fine.
He has that entitlement to go on and say this, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's fucking Trevor Chalobah saying this, bro. It's like
it's not even Curtis Jones.
But he's leading.
Not Curtis Jones. It's a leader. It's a leader, though. You don't understand. You know when you have leaders in the dressing room,
leaving, bro.
You're allowed
if you're
to
such
say
a leader,
things,
if you're such a leader, stay, bro. Stay in and be part of the rebuild, mate. You know what I mean?
Liverpool don't want to.
No, the whole point is 90% of this is fine. Like winning some games. This one.
Oh, you guys, bro. The way you guys made it seem like Salah said something outrageous, bro. You guys are
bro. As Uzi said, Nawaz, as Uzi said, right?
Yeah.
When Ronaldo left, did he do this?
It's because
when
Ronaldo
but I think that's two different situations.
Ronaldo got flamed. Ronaldo got flamed, bro.
Yeah, but it's two different situations.
You never get flamed, though. The way you're making it
he did. Oh my god! People take Ten Hag's side.
He did get flamed. He did.
People take Ten Hag's side over Ronaldo. You know how sick that is. Ten Hag over Ronaldo. It's like, oh my god! As I said, bro, 90% of this is fine, but it's this middle paragraph I want to see up to about here, where it's just like, why do you even need to say that, bro? Like, you're basically burning the building as you're leaving. That's what it is. Everything else is fine.
I don't think he's burning the building.
He's not burning any building, bro.
If anything, he's more on the Liverpool fans'
one thing that he
side.
said. I picked out two things, bro. So there it is.
There's nothing there, though. You picked up something that I can't see anything wrong with.
Cool, bro.
He's more on the Liverpool side than anything else.
As we say as Muslims, bro, whoever Allah guides, nobody can misguide them, and whoever Allah misguides, nobody can guide them. That's it with you, bro. I've literally shown you the evidence. You've got like this, bro. Where is it? I can't see it. I literally can't see it.
Literally, man says Liverpool has standards. We have to get back to those standards. Oh my word! Salah said something so disrespectful. How can he talk about that?
No, the heavy, bro. Okay, you're blind, bro. If you want to be blind,
it's okay, bro.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I see Salah.
You know what? I like Liverpool. You know I like Liverpool, bro. It's these little subtle things like the Wirtz thing, the Salah thing, where I don't agree with. But you know I like Liverpool. You know, so you can't even pull that on me, bro. If you want to be in denial, that's fine, and we can agree to disagree. But it's what it is.
I think we should because you clearly don't see the true message of what Salah was saying.
All right. Okay, bro. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't see the message at all, bro, because I was reading it like this. Oh wait, I'm not Nawaz. But anyway. Does anyone else have anything to say on Liverpool, or should we move on to the FA Cup final, which I've kind of been not one to talk about?
Just give Villa the credit with the goals they scored.
Yeah, bro.
Rodgers, McGinn.
Yeah, the goals they scored was good though. Rodgers and McGinn, bro, it was too good.
They scored bangers.
You have to give them credit.
Oh wait, I just never expect
Liverpool to
fumble. Like paying tribute. to the greatest number 8 in the club's history, bro. He was just paying tribute.
Allahumma barak, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Lovely.
fairs.
When the teams need it most, falls on the floor. We will be there, guys. We will be there.
In the
Oh,
history.
Nawaz thinking of a comeback. I can see the clock sticking in his head.
He's
But the
holding,
comebacks are going to
bro.
come now, bro. The comebacks are going to come now because we're going to move on to the FA Cup final, which felt more like a community shield. It ended 1-0 to Manchester City. Antoine Semenyo with the goal. Yeah. If you want, I can take the lead on it, or if somebody else wants to talk about it, they can. But
That could be aura.
Maybe
clip it,
if
clip it,
you
it could
take
be aura, bro.
if you
It
take
could
the
be
lead, it
aura,
might be the
clip
first
it.
time Chelsea do take the lead in that fixture. So
ooh. Didn't you get bummed by them 4-0 and 3-0 this season? Yeah, didn't you?
But did you win?
And
You win at Wembley, by the way.
every,
Did you win at Wembley since the
single game.
2020 started?
No, bro.
Sorry, never.
it was-
Sorry.
Bro.
Actually, you know, all of us won at Wembley here, by the way.
When have
All
you
of us
beaten
won
in the
here at
final?
Wembley.
Let us know
Since
when you beat them in the
2020.
final.
Since 2020, all of us. Even Mac wonders Arteta win in 2020 before Chelsea. Oh my word.
Oh, what a
3
trophy.
times. We count the community
What a
shield also.
trophy. Oh my god,
fair.
what a trophy. Oh my god, what a trophy. You literally lost them 3 times. They hadn't
Bro,
won
you're
at
not
Anfield
even
for
taking
20
the
years
lead.
and you lost
You
again this
conceded
year,
here.
bro.
Bro, you conceded. We gave you the opportunity to take the lead and you
Bro, at
conceded.
least you got a point from them.
Proper
We
Chelsea,
literally got a point
bro.
from them. You
Chelsea, bro.
lost every single game. Played them 3 times this season, and the
We're
scoreline
talking about the FA Cup, though.
has been 8-1. 3 games 8-1. Us not been 8-1, bro. It's been 5-1. So hold that. You smug
Okay,
arrogant.
two chicks on the same ass, bro.
There were a
Yeah,
lot
but
of talking
three
points in
goals
this
more.
game, though. There were a lot of talking
Yeah.
points. Chelsea
Yeah.
were poor.
You are, though.
You know what, Max?
Chelsea
You
might
know
have
what, Max?
gotten robbed
I'm gonna
also.
let you. I'm
I
gonna
don't
let you
know,
take
bro.
it. I'm gonna let you take it, and then I'll jump in. What do you think of the game?
No, I don't really have much to say, but I felt like they were poor in transitional play. Going forward, like it was so open. It was so open. That's what I didn't enjoy. But the other thing I must say, Kusanov is getting away with a lot of these small like fouls. Last minute, it happened against Arsenal, and it happened twice against Chelsea. So Kusanov is on the brink there, which I think the referee needs to start looking into because these small I get it shoulder to shoulder, but he goes in before on the back, then the shoulder. Even the other one, who was it against? Was it João Pedro?
Jarell
Where he
Hato
gets
and
in.
João Pedro. Yes.
Oh, Etzo, yeah. Etzo, the one behind him at the back, like almost gave him like a dead leg, but no, it wasn't a penalty. You know what I'm saying? They need to start. I don't know. Honestly, these referees, it's a
I'm glad you
big
mentioned that.
question mark, bro.
I'm
No,
glad
I
you
had
mentioned
to.
that because we were 0-6 in domestic cup finals, right? Palmer's doing a good job on Doku. We're doing all right. As you said, there wasn't that many clear chances. Colwell and Caicedo, unreal. Like Colwell tore his ACL and has come back like even better, which is just like the fact that he's going to make the England squad and potentially start after only playing 2 games. He's literally played 180 minutes is ridiculous. But sorry, before I made my point, Uzi wants to say something.
Breaking news. Why did the Sundowns game get cancelled?
Oh, you got
Cancelled.
cancelled. Don't joke.
Yeah, bro. It
Really?
says to be decided.
No, it's halftime only. It's halftime.
Because like, I'm saying it's to be decided. Yeah, I can't.
It's 1-0.
search
It's
it.
1-0 already.
Oh,
1-0.
sure.
First half is-
Okay, my bad. Misinformation.
What is this
Sorry,
guy
sorry.
talking about?
But yeah,
Because, like,
as I said,
It's going to be decided. That's why I was looking at the score.
so you guys, somebody put it in the chat as well. So I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's why I was like, I
yeah.
went to go check.
Something about VAR
no,
not being
sorry.
available. Yeah, I said. But yeah, in terms of the Chelsea game, Colwell, Caicedo, unreal. Palmer was great. But those, as you said, Mac, there's been countless occasions in the last 4 finals where we've just absolutely been robbed. Against Liverpool, Lukaku not offside. 1-0, we win that game, right? We end up losing that game.
Yeah,
Kovacic, no red card against Arsenal. No red card against Arsenal. Gets given a red card, right? We would have won that game as well. Okay. Though it was 1-1 at the time. We go down 10 men. Aubameyang scores again, right? 2-1. Then this time, Kusanov literally barges Pedro in the chest, right? In the chest, and they go shoulder to shoulder. And that stupid prick, Darren Can, goes on commentary and goes, yeah, for me, it wasn't a penalty because it was shoulder to shoulder. And you can see the replay, and he's literally shouldered his chest, bro. Penalty, right? And then in the second half, Jarell Hato. Oh my God. this guy has gone round Kusanov. Kusanov has tripped him up and like kicked him in the leg from behind, right? And that isn't given by a penalty, and it's waved off by VAR within like 10 seconds. Like the amount of times we get robbed at Wembley is just beyond me, bro. And that's why yesterday I was like completely checked out.
Just score,
I love
bro.
how Hamza
Just
is
score.
going on about these referees and these penalty decisions. Because when I was saying it against Man City, it was all deflection. But now Hamza, he's all for it. I love it.
Yeah, but tell me
music
which
to
ones
my
are wrong,
ears.
though. Mine are not wrong. Mine are genuine. Like the Kovacic one was not. You know, it wasn't.
Kusanov did the same thing against Arsenal.
COVID, right? Kusanov. I can't remember the Havertz one, to be fair. But like, I remember the one yesterday because obviously it happened yesterday. But like, I don't think anyone in this chat can disagree with the fact that João Pedro and Jarrell Hatter should have got penalties, right? Those are two like blatant penalties, right? And that game, that goes to 1. If we get with João Pedro one, it goes to 1-0. And if it's Jarrell Hatter, I think it makes it 1-1, right? The one in between, I agree. João Pedro has gone down, right? He's searching for that. Right, I agree. He's searching for that. But the amount of times we get robbed at Wembley, I'm just so checked out. Right, and then we get Alonso like about 4 hours later. I still haven't had the dopamine hit yet. Even though he's the guy that I wanted, I'm just still checked out by the whole FA Cup final. But outside of that, I think we played all right. We didn't create enough, but I'm excited to see what happens with Alonso.
You said Cole Palmer had a good game, right? Was it the 0 shots on target that was good? Was it 0 chances created? Was that the good part also? I don't know what part of Palmer's game was good.
Yeah, so the good part of Palmer that was good was obviously the guy who's kept the Premier League title race like alive, Jeremy Doku, who's been killing defenders for weeks upon weeks now, and has actually got a final like thing. What do you call it? Final touch or final contributions or whatever it is. I don't know what I'm looking for. But that final bit, he's got it now, right? Cole Palmer doubles up with Malo Gusto, and every single time Jeremy Doku doesn't even have a sniff. That whole left side is basically cut out. Right, going forward, yeah. I mean, there wasn't much that was going forward. I don't think for either side. That's why I say it's more of a community shield because it was very much a community shield rather than an FA Cup final. But yeah, that's where he had a good game. So I'm not going to nibble into your race.
He's one tackle. He's one tackle and he's 3 times dribble pass.
If you didn't watch the game, I'm
just asking, bro. Because you said Palmer had a good game.
You can ask. You can ask.
You're a big game player. If there's not a penalty, he ain't stepping up, bro. I mean, even lately, he doesn't really step up for those either. So, I mean, you should also criticize Palmer, I would say.
I think
you should definitely criticize
I'm not like you. I won't hide away from telling the truth, right?
You haven't really been criticizing. I don't see any criticizing Palmer.
Bro, this is Nawaz reading Salah posts, right? And this is Nawaz when Hamza's talking about Cole Palmer.
I don't know why Hamza is like getting so upset, bro. Like I'm just asking. He said Palmer had a good game, so I asked you what part of the game. Then he said his defense. He's okay, fine. Maybe it wasn't his attacking part. Maybe it was his defensive part. Then I saw he got dribble pass 3 times as well. Only did 1 tackle. So if that's the standards at Chelsea Football Club now, flop. But I hope Xabi Alonso can bring the standards up a bit more. That's all.
I mean, I hope so as well. It's funny because you guys are talking like you've had some mad crazy season. You got bounced in every single competition.
No, we know we've had a terrible season.
Like you. Yeah, but don't throw stones at glass houses, bro. Because you're behaving like you've got some wonder team that's just underperforming, bro.
I'm just calling out Palmer. You got apparently we meant to be calling out our players. You've called out our player. I'm just calling out your player, bro. That's all.
That's fine. To be fair, like he hasn't had his best season. I fully agree with you. And even without his injury, right? Because the injuries are part of it, but still, like there's been parts where he just held onto the ball for too long. I've literally called him out for that. But when it comes from Florian Wirtz, you're like, oh well, he's got no runners, bro. There's been countless occasions where you don't like you can grab the game by the balls. Look at Bruno Fernandes. He has Mbumo and Diallo going forward, and he's still got 20 assists this season, bro. He had Mbumo.
Even if you saw this game,
the
whole club is now built around. Can Bruno break this assist? Bro, I just saw this guy putting out a plate on everyone. He would have broken the record by now. Because Bruno is the system at United. We all know Bruno's the system at United.
Because the whole of Liverpool isn't built around Florian Wirtz. That means, well, we spent 10 billion on him, but the system's not built around him. So why are you even calling him out, bro? He's been shit, bro. Just say how it is. For Palmer, I'll literally tell you. I've said, bro, we
have called out. We've called out Florian Wirtz.
No, you haven't. I've literally said, and Mark knows I said
but we
on
have,
the podcast, we've got eyes.
Both
We've got
have,
eyes.
both
We've got
have.
eyes on Palmer, bro. You have not said anything about Verts, bro. The only thing you've said about
Yes,
Verts is
yes,
when you did a 007 video at the start of the season.
thing
That's
is-
it.
But he's
Apart
not
from
even
that, bro,
hearing
you're
my
like,
other points. Mac, this
slow
guy
down,
isn't even hearing the
Sabasai.
fact that I said there's
Come on,
other
man,
issues.
Sabasai.
There's other
This
issues.
point
that
is
Liverpool
turning
Football
into
Club.
what? A number 10 debate. Palmer versus Verts.
I mean, that's not even a debate.
The thing is, we know at Liverpool there's so many other issues, right? At Chelsea, I don't know what other issues there really are in terms of system, identity, because obviously under Maresca, what was Palmer's excuse there? Under Rafinha, maybe I could say a bit more. Like,
what was his
Rafinha
excuse,
doesn't know
bro?
what
He
to do.
literally he turned the Conference League final on his head, and he won the Club World Cup
Conference
final
League.
against
Fuck,
PSG.
Fuck,
Against a
yeah.
PSG team that had
that's
absolutely
last
dominated
season.
Inter,
That's last season,
dominated Real Madrid,
That's last season.
dominated.
Florian Wirtz was invincible last season.
No, he wasn't, you freak.
Florian
He
Wirtz
was
was
in
invincible last
23-24, bro.
But
24
two
25
seasons
years.
ago.
He did jack all, bro. Yeah,
seasons
so
ago, yeah.
hold that. Yeah. So if you want to talk about 2 seasons ago, even Fitz' best season, Palmer just like is in a different stratosphere.
Palmer got more penalties.
But because he goes like
Right,
this,
you're right.
because he
Palmer
goes
did
like
get more
this in the
penalties,
corner,
yeah.
yeah, he's cold. Yeah. Little freak, man, honestly.
All right, we'll see
Um,
Palmer playing Conference League football again next season.
No, I hope he's not. I hope we get no. I mean, that's the only positive of the FA Cup final. It's
You'll
now we haven't
definitely
got
get
European.
Chelsea
football
fans
next year.
definitely were parading around that Conference League, so hopefully they get it again. Because they do rate it, by the sounds of it.
And
Only
European
enough to
trophy,
have
fam.
all 3 layers. Yeah. I mean, they were parading it around, so hopefully they can go into Europe.
It's funny because you've literally won 2 league titles in 35 years, and you talk like you're some big bollocks team, bro. Like you've in the Premier League
But
era, you are
120 in
you're just
total.
Spurs. You're
You
just
won
2.0,
0
bro.
since
You're at Spurs
2017.
2.0. Bro, you're talking
won
about
0
you're talking
though.
about 18 league titles.
You gotta move the
10 years before
goalposts.
you even.
You gotta move the goalposts.
You
You
weren't
won
even a
0
sperm
in 10 years.
when you won your 10
years,
the time you won your 18th league title, bro. You weren't even a sperm, bro. Honestly, I think your whole family bloodline wasn't even exist, bro. The last time you won, so if you wanted to
You know what's
start
funny?
having
If
history conversations,
someone-
bro,
if someone-
you have a history conversation.
If some random Russian did buy your club, you wouldn't even be supporting Chelsea today. So yeah.
No, that's
20
funny.
years ago,
Because
you-
literally in
you would probably be
1996,
supporting
we won the FA
Newcastle.
Cup, and we
You'd
were
probably
we
be
were
supporting
top 4,
Newcastle.
we were top 4, top 3 years before.
definitely be supporting Newcastle
If you
if
want to
Abramovich
get your
doesn't
facts right, get your facts right, bro. If you want to actually get your facts right,
You
go
know,
get your facts
you
right.
were what
before
going to
you come
support
to me.
Chelsea when you had to buy pies in order to make sure that
So brothers
you are
brothers
going to be
moving like
supporting
some
Chelsea.
fortune
Right?
teller. Noah's the fortune teller, Anatole, the corner fortune teller flag. That's what we're going to call it from now on. Because if there's shut up, man. Honestly, Chelsea is in my blood, mate. My family support Chelsea, so I support Chelsea. So never come for them ever again.
Yeah,
right?
but you know what's funny?
It's
Every
all
single
about
Chelsea fan there has some Abramovich DNA because you're talking about sperm cells. The whole fucking bloodline of Chelsea wouldn't exist. If some random Russian did implant himself in London. So that's what I'm.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean, bro?
That your club wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Abramovich. But it's okay. We already know.
Yeah,
this.
but bro, that's what I'm saying. You don't get your facts right because we won multiple titles and we were in the top 4 consistently before he even came. There's a reason why he was going to take over us, the new lot. The fact, and you know the funny thing is, bro, you know the funny thing is, bro. You know genuinely what the funny thing is. You lot would have had him if you weren't so crap and lost to us on that game. So we played against you lot. If you lot had won that game and made Champions League, he would have taken over you lot. And Slippy G would have never happened. Jamie Carragher would have a league title and he'd be talking way more. And you lot would be way more relevant. Because you lot,
minute again.
because of you lot.
Moment Azim said, Hamza versus Nawaz. Should we call KSI and let's lock it up? Should we call it?
Hamza has connections now, so maybe we should go into
Misfits,
Okay,
bro.
so set it up, boys.
But Prem de la Creme undercard. Who says no? Who says no?
I'm in for that, boys.
But that's a fact of it, though. If you'd won that game, he would have taken over you lot. He was not going to take over us. It was basically the winner of that game was who took over. And yes, well, obviously we've benefited from it. But now we're on the opposite side of it. We've got terrible owners, so we're on the opposite side of it. And look, I'm still supporting Chelsea. I'm still wearing my colours, bro. I'm still proud, blue and proud. You know, so it's got nothing to do with who the owner is. It's about what's in your blood, mate. Liverpool's in your blood, you defend it. Chelsea in my blood, I defend it. Should we call a truce there, or is there any other hate speech about Chelsea you want to throw?
Just shake hands, boys. Shake hands.
Listen, shake hands. You did fantastic today. Chat says they didn't need Netflix or DSTV today. They had Prem de la Creme.
Yeah, no, that's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for.
Appreciate that, boys. Appreciate that,
man.
boys. But by the way, that was
You know,
all scripted.
Wait, from my point of view, okay, as an up and coming coach, this was such a poorly advertised match in terms of Callum McFarlane. Imagine a guy who doesn't even have his pro license on the bench to lose it in that way by robbery.
That's why we didn't get the penalties, by the way, because the FA were never having a guy who doesn't have his license to win the FA Cup, bro.
Maybe because he didn't do his licenses with the English FA. Maybe that's the reason.
Then it would have been a penalty, bro. Then it would have been a penalty.
Mac, you should have gone there, bro. Mac, you should have been there. They would have given you the penalties.
No, bro.
Because
I hate City. They'll never give me the
the
penalties.
fact. I won't deny the fact that Chelsea definitely did get robbed a bit. I mean, there we can't deny that. Tusarov, I don't know what's going on. Him and Gabriel Magalhaes are getting away with certain things.
Yeah, because Kusnov's a Muslim, so we allow him, bro. Gabriel, we can call him out. Kusnov's a Muslim, bro. So actually, I don't mind it too much.
None of those are penalties, says Oasis. I think
but
Oasis is a deluded City supporter. So whatever you're from, take it in one. No, this is another one. You take it in one, yeah, take it out the
other.
Chelsea lost
7 finals in Wembley. Reece James actually lost 8 because Hamza will remember that England also lost the Euros final. Yeah, so Reece James actually lost 8 in a row.
Oh, first. Yeah, it's not been a good run, to be fair, but we've won big international trophies in that time, and we've ended up winning it all. So swings and roundabouts in football, guys. Some people on this panel have not won anything for 6 years. Some people on this panel are celebrating an assist record, and for that, I say, you know what? People will take whatever they can. So let's move over to. Actually, you know what? Let's not move over to there. Let's stay in Chelsea just for a moment because we nearly forgot. The big news yesterday was that Xabi Alonso and Bluco. Here we go. Xabi Alonso to Chelsea as a manager, not head coach for the next 4 seasons. Guys, what is your thoughts on that? I'm going to start with Uzi because he's looking kind of ravishing down in my bottom left corner.
I don't know what that word means, but
it means bare leg, bro.
I think we need to take out the dictionary for these Pretoria guys.
Bro, genuinely. Bro, honestly, my thinking is, why did United not approach him? Why did we have to put Carrick to the contract? Because, listen, right, I always said that I didn't want Michael Carrick to put his contract, but I just hope.
Do you think United care about you and what you think?
No, bro, like a lot.
Yo, Mac. Don't ever be rude to
Mac, that's rude, Mac.
Wait, listen. I'm not finished on this, okay? You know what I'm saying that every single ex-United player comes out and says Carrick should get the job. So are they going to listen to your word or are they going to listen to the ex-United players' words?
All the ex-United
every single one.
All they had the job, and then when things started going to shit, they all were calling for him to get sacked. Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, Gary Neville.
Roy Keane has a personal vendetta against him. But
right. So what that's why I didn't want an ex-United player to get the job. Sure, okay, he's done it. He took us to the Champions League phase. I wanted us to get Champions League football, but I wanted us to move for either your Xabi Alonso or another good manager. I wanted us to put a manager after the World Cup. No, thank you. Haram that.
You won the Prem, though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he did win the Prem.
He won the Prem, but you want him out.
No,
but my character's just going to be Solskjaer 2.0, innit?
Like, we could just be vibes football and finish third again.
Today's just showed vibes football, but anyways, we'll get into that.
But like, it's a good signing for Chelsea. Like, hopefully, y'all can actually start turning results next season. You can actually start going into the top 4 instead of getting no European football.
I think it's the perfect signing.
Oh, maybe
it's a good signing, which is a wrong thing. It's a bad thing that because Xabi Alonso is the type of player you want for a rebuild.
I mean, Chelsea
they got the manager, but how much more money are they gonna throw?
How much money they inject is the question. Because I was spend another 500 million like Liverpool and then finish 5.
The question I want to ask Hamza, I want to ask you this: do you think Xabi Alonso has the authority to tell Bluco, listen, don't overspend and don't make calls on my behalf because, like you said, this is going to be a manager, not a head coach like Maresca and Rafinha.
Well, I mean, it remains to be seen because every time you think Bluco are going to finally turn a corner, they prove to you how silly you are in believing that, right? So, based on past things that have happened, to answer that question, I should just be like, bro, they've been cheeks this whole time. They're never ever going to change, and they only pretend to change to solve their PR issue, right? So I should say to you, no, I don't think they're going to give Xabi Alonso the power. But obviously, I have to believe because otherwise, what the hell am I supporting Chelsea for, right? I have to believe that they're going to change. They change it from a head coach to manager. Big change, right? Hopefully, he has a say on the players. And also, this is a big thing. I'm hearing news. I'm getting word now, right, that we will have 250 million in the transfer budget this summer. A lot of Chelsea reports, a lot of reputable reports saying that Chelsea will have up to 250 million to spend, right, before sales. Right, so this is a big, this is a large investment, and I hope Chelsea put it into players that are not just like 20 million on a Kellyman, 20 million on a Chukwuemeka. I hope to flip them. I hope we've moved away from that a little bit, and we can go buy. I'm not saying we're going to get an Elise, but where Elise was 3 years ago when we were looking to buy him, we go buy that level of player, like a Livramento. Right, he's on the verge of being a world class. Oh, Lewis Hall, he's on the verge of being a world class fullback. Let's go buy him.
On that point, who is the type of player you think that would fit both the Chelsea and Xabi Alonso type of player? Who do you think that player should be? Or give me two players that you think they should go and get that would fit that profile.
It's funny, people asked me this on the live yesterday, and it's a difficult question because you want to balance like the way that Xavi wants to play, which by all accounts is a 3-4-3. By all accounts is a 3-4-3. And Sajid Abdullah, it's a good point. Anderson, he's definitely somebody that comes to mind. The guys who but then you have to get rid of Enzo Fernandez. If you bring in an answer, you're getting rid of Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, fact. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Caicedo and Enzo literally locks up that midfield. He's now building around them.
Yeah.
So for me, there's two players I have in mind, right? Real talk. And they're very different on the scale, right? First thing I think of is let's sort out that left-hand side, right? Because our wingers need to get sorted. How can we go down from Neto and Garnacho and then play Cucurella? You know, I understand Gittins, and I think Gittins will come good. I want Gittins to say, right? But Naeem, we're going to talk about the assist record, by the way. But I want to, those guys I want to think about. These are the guys that I'm really trying to understand in my head if I want to get them, right? There's four of them. Tino Livramento, right? Because I think that he's going to leave Newcastle. Lewis Hall, right? Because talk is Cucurella is 1,000% going to move to Atletico Barcelona. I don't want it to happen, but if Xabi Alonso wants to play that way, and then the two left forwards, right? Either Morgan Gibbs-White, right? Or Vinicius Jr. Those are the four players. Vinicius Jr., Morgan Gibbs-White, Tino, or Lewis Hall. Those are the four. Off the top of my head, where I think those are the guys that I want. Right. And I hope Xabi Alonso finds some random dude from Frankfurt like Pacho, like PSG did with Pacho, that I just don't know about. But when it comes to mind, those are the four players that I think of.
But don't you also think, defensive-wise, you should be getting in a centre-back?
You do need a centre-back to partner up with Levi Colwill. But the ones that I think of, I'm just like, I hope
going three in the back.
Yeah, I hope they find somebody that I don't think of. Like I thought of Bastoni to play alongside, but then two left-foot centre backs.
Too slow, bro.
It's a bit of a madness. But we can get him on the cheap, is my thought. But yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, on the centre back position. But
maybe get your guy Pacho.
Couple of those.
Spend the money.
I don't think. I wonder how much you'd have to pay to get him out of there. But like him in that back three. Oh my god, him and Colwill. But two left foots, that does kind of scare me a little bit. We do need a right footer in there.
You would be playing three in the back, so you would have either two right footers or two left footers. Anyways, so I don't think it would matter that much.
Yeah, but we don't have a top right-footed centre back, but we do have a top left-footed centre back. Is my point. You know, because let's say we go to a four at the back, right? Let's say you want to play a four at the back. It makes more sense to get a top right-footed centre back. Right? Like, how about we go get John Stones? Right? He'll be all right, but you get injured constantly. But that's something I would have to think about. But that's a good point. But I'm happy with the Alonso signing. Right? As I said, it hasn't really hit me the dopamine of it. But yeah, it's a guy that I wanted on a 4-year deal. I hope Blue Coast change, and I hope they give him the time, because he was pretty slow in his progress at Leverkusen. I don't think people realize when he first went to Leverkusen, he was super slow in implementing what he needs to get done. Will he get that time at Chelsea? He was obviously not given that time at Real Madrid, even though he had a very good record. Will he get that time for Chelsea? You know, that's the question that I have. And will he be given the license this summer? Because this is what I would love to see this summer. A big clear out of players that shouldn't be starters, right? And we can keep some of the ones that can stay as backups, right? So Delap gives me no confidence going forward. Garnacho and Neto are kind of in this question mark period. I would get rid of one of them, right? Probably Garnacho, and keep the other one, right? And then I can go through the whole squad, but I'm not going to. But this should all be down to Xabi Alonso. If he's given the keys, I think that's a great step in the next in the right direction, because we've seen, if you get a top coach in here like Enzo Maresca, that there's a lot that can be done with these players, because it's not like we have terrible players. We have loads of really good players, like some of the best players in the world, but they're just not playing like that because they need stability. Keep going for free, honestly. But yeah, so I'm happy with the signing, to be honest. But
I think what we're going to see
all
from
depends on
him
the summer.
is like high levels of discipline from every Spanish coach we've seen in the past. If you're not working hard, you're out to the door. And that's one of the things Garnacho and all of them, Neto, are going to struggle with. If they don't work hard for the team, they ain't going to play. Especially with Xabi Alonso and his high pressing, that's going to be a major factor.
But Mark, now I've thought about it. This is what I do in the defense, right? Obviously, bring in a top centre back or whatever, right? Whatever signing they want. Like when we got Rudiger out of Roma, nobody was looking at him, and now he became like one of the best centre backs in the world, right? So even Jarrell had to play at left centre back. If we get rid of Cucurella, have Lewis Hall there. If he's as like a going forward fullback in terms of dribbling, bro, this guy is untouchable, I think, in the world. Right? Especially for his size. He's super quick and he's an amazing dribbler. I would love to have those two on the left-hand side. Then have Colwell in the middle and then have like some guys on the right. Maybe Reece James and Livramento on the right. Who knows? But also, need to have loads of cover as well. I don't think we have cover.
But Xabi Alonso coming into the Premier League next season now, and Pep Guardiola probably going to stay. Arteta might obviously start next season as a champion. It looks like there's going to be an interesting season next
Don't say that, Noaz. Please. Give me a week of not even thinking about that reality, bro. Don't talk to me about Arteta being champion. Leave, please. A week. Just 7 days.
I'm going to paint this picture even larger now. Obviously, Slot being a champion. And then Michael Carrick winning if the league started when Carrick started, champion. Because obviously he's been the most informed manager since he came in. Next season is looking quite interesting. I would lie. I don't know. I really think a drop off for Arsenal is coming. To be consistent for 4 years, title challenges. I'm telling you, not even City did 4 years of consistency.
Yeah, they did 11.
So I don't think. But you know what I mean. They never won the league for 5 years in a row.
Yeah, but these are people
back in 2020.
You've got a young enough.
We haven't even won once, bro.
When Liverpool won it also back in 2020, that was after City had like a solid 3 years or 4 years of like consistently challenging for the title. When Liverpool won it, no one challenged us in 2020 And then even now,
that squad needs a revamp.
Yeah, I think it needs a revamp. Even another identity. If you're going to next season with this exact same identity, I think people are going to start figuring it out. I think the referees will.
When we win, it will definitely change for next season. But one more thing with Hamza's centre back situation, I think the perfect guy to get will be Ousmane Diomande from Sporting. I think that would be the perfect guy to get on the right hand side.
Yeah,
I think he has everything to play.
He'll be pretty expensive. He'll be really expensive though, won't he?
Chelsea will spend 70k, bro. I mean 70 mil. What's that for him?
70k is fine. Yeah, 70 mil. Yeah. But I hope they just find some random Donny like Pacho, bro. Like, that's what I'm relying on. But then that's where Paul Winsally and Joe Shields have no idea, bro. They just go to France or they go to Man City's academy. Like, they go into transfer market. Has he played at Man City at some point in his life from the age of 0 to whatever age you are, to 21? Yes. And then pick someone from there. That's why we got Tosin. You know what I mean? But, nah. But apparently Xavi's bringing a couple of his scouts as well. So that'll be good.
Maybe he'll get in Virts also, who knows?
If we bring in Virts, bro, honest to God, he's going to turn into a Ballon d'Or level player. Honestly,
I don't think
you're
that's
gonna have
bad,
Palmer.
though.
You're gonna have Palmer on the right tearing things up. Verts on the left tearing things up because he's going to be held accountable at Chelsea. He's not going to be the system, but he's going to be held accountable. Under Xavi Alonso, bro, he's going right to the very top. I don't like to say it in front of him, but this
all of you
kid's
right now
going
don't
right to
rate
the very
Verts,
top.
isn't it?
Because of
Right now,
Liverpool,
don't
yeah.
rate Verts.
Yeah, because you guys don't keep him accountable.
You'll say-
But if he was at Chelsea, bro, he would go right to
So
the very
Liverpool's
top.
the reason why you said Florian Verts has been shit. So it's because of Liverpool.
No, you don't
So
keep him
I've been
accountable.
I've been saying
No,
that though.
no, you said
I've been
system.
saying that the
I
whole
said-
time, man. Yeah, I've been saying that. I've been saying the whole time. Liverpool is the reason why you guys been shit.
Wow.
Let's get these.
What the
Let's
hell?
get these gloves
Oh
on.
my word.
Noaz, listen. I said accountability. I didn't say system. I said accountability because the player's there, bro. I think if you give him accountability, not the system, accountability, then he'll be much better. But you guys are doing this whole little Vic Star treatment on him, where it's like, oh, don't worry, like he scored a penalty. Oh, you and Akatike. Oh, bro, you bought 530 mil, bro. Like play like you should be playing. You know, grab the even if
You're
you mess
acting like
everything
we've
up,
had a
grab the game
consistent
by the
team,
balls,
bro. We
bro.
haven't even had a consistent starting 11.
Oh,
Haven't
bro,
even had a
just call him
consistent
out,
starting
man. Stop talking about everything else. Call him out. Call the brother out.
Bro, Bruno didn't have a consistent starting 11. Didn't have a consistent front line. 20 assists, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
a system though. He's a system though.
No, man.
Florian Verts is the system. Yeah, maybe you would get more.
He wasn't Bruno wasn't the system before maybe like 10 assists, bro. Before then,
Yeah,
it was
bro.
like do whatever the hell you want to do. Put him in the six,
the
bro.
Bruno thing, it's not majorly based on system. If you're getting 12 corner kicks and scoring from him,
Yeah.
Why doesn't
That's
Declan
not
Rice
based
have
on the
20
system.
assists,
I mean,
bro?
But it's coping.
No,
Football isn't black and white. Yeah.
Because
it's,
Nawaz is coping,
it's not
bro,
the
that's
it's
why.
not the same. I'm saying it's
Hella
not a
coping.
system thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, football isn't black and white though. There's so many other factors.
But bro,
Yeah,
like
you're just saying a
Hamza is
system,
saying,
bro.
You the number
brother doesn't
10
have
in the
personality.
bro. You need to grab the game by the
Cole
ball.
Palmer, Lovett says talking about personality. Fuck, you know.
It's funny because Cole Palmer's literally got more GA and been more effective than Florian Wirtz, bro, for the last 3 seasons. Yeah.
Why?
And
But
you
we
want
just spoke about personality now. Now you're talking about GA and about multiple seasons.
you were the one who said,
Very
"Oh,
deflecting.
one tackle." If you watch that game, you know
Yeah.
you locked up Doku.
No, because
You
you
know the
said
reason why
I wanted to
Doku
know.
did
I was asking you
nothing?
questions.
Doku's
bro.
rating yesterday was probably like 6.6 on your little sofa score thing you've got in front of you. Yeah, go have a look at Doku's rating this game and in the last game, bro. There'll be a huge drop off. Why? Because of Cole Palmer. If you didn't watch the game, that's fine, bro. That's fine, but don't go.
But there was
Don't
only
one
one tackle
tackle,
from
one
Palmer.
tackle, bro. If you watch the
tackle
game,
from
he
Palmer.
locked that guy up. He locked. I
One
didn't mean
defensive
he did-
contribution, 0 blocks, 0 clearances, 0 interceptions.
Yeah.
2
Yeah, if you didn't
recoveries,
watch the
3
game, bro,
times
just
double
saying
pass.
it.
But 3 times double pass, so that wasn't Doku though. But it was, he kept Doku quiet, but three times he got double pass. You never keep those guys
Bro, he's a
quiet.
10. It's not like he's a centre back, bro. If he's a centre back, last
No, but
man.
yeah,
into a
I asked you
pass
why he
is
was
big.
good. I asked you why he was good, and he talking about his defensive
watch Man
traits.
City. Go watch Man City. Go look at Man City's
Every
numbers.
time
and
I've
go
asked you
and look at
something,
Bernardo's-
you're deflecting,
Look at Rodri's
bro.
number.
Why
Look
you
at literally
deflecting
Rodri's
so much,
number.
bro?
How many times has he dribbled past? Yeah. So go
Why
see how many times
deflecting?
Rodri was dribbled past. So that's such
you
a
said Cole
not
Palmer
a
had a
fact.
good game.
It's
I
a-
ask you,
it's a-
okay, what does it attack you wise?
Watch the game. Watch the game, bro.
I asked you, okay,
Watch the game.
what did he defend? Clearly, just being there. I mean, so it looks like I would have had probably a better performance than Palmer because I have a defensive mindset. At least I would have maybe made more tackles.
Bro, you wouldn't have done. You and Florian Squirts would have just hit on the bench, yeah, done diddly squat, mate. Honestly, if you didn't watch the game, bro, you didn't watch the game. That's it. Like, cut the like. That's
I'm
it.
watching
bro.
it through you.
We're done.
It doesn't sound like the.
Oh, so you literally didn't watch the game. So you're becoming a Twitter fan, bro. I'm not gonna argue with a Twitter troll, bro. That's not what I'm gonna do. If you watch the game,
I
I'll
watched
argue.
the game.
If you didn't watch the game, bro,
I
I'll
watched
argue
the
with a
game.
troll.
Right.
Time to
I
move
watched
on
the
to
game. I
Bruno
just say, I'm
Fernandes and
watching
his
it
assists. Come.
From
Fans are
Bruno, so it
waiting.
doesn't sound like anything.
Look at this Twitter troll. Everyone have a look at the Twitter
boys.
troll.
Covered, boys. Relax. Calm down.
Oh, where did you go?
If you
Just kick himself off.
Honestly.
bro, guys, come on. Let's
Come.
lock it, boys.
Uzi's been waiting for how long?
Please,
Hour, I think, to speak.
please, bro.
Oh yeah, someone did do something crazy at Manchester United. Oh.
There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Good point. But anyway, we'll get into the Florian Squirts thing maybe in the summer. But official Uzi Ahmed, let's round off with you today. Manchester United ran out 3-2 winners, but it's not the win that people care about. It's not even about the potential handball that people care about. Well, not the potential handball, the literal handball. Nobody cares about that. Because Bruno Magnifico Fernandes, Bruno Miguel Fernandes, the boy you started Hellas Verona, went all the way to Sporting into Manchester United in 2020, has gone on to match the record in the penultimate game. Assist number 20. Brian Mbeumo with the goal. 3-2 versus Nottingham Forest. Take it away, my brother.
Bro, it was a shit game. It was a really shit game.
I love you, Satila.
Literally, we like Nawaz and I were recording it, and they have it there on the big screen. Every time I'm listening, I'm recording, I'm not even focusing, bro. I'm just looking whether the bro got the assist or not every time we scored. But yeah, defensively, I don't know why we are so bad. We are so shocking defensively.
It wasn't only you, though. It was Forest at the same time.
Forest as well, but we're not worried about that. We got the win, but more importantly, my boy is edged into Premier League history. Some other players came close. They came really close, but they couldn't match it or break it. But my boy, Bruno Magnifico, Captain Fernandez, has done it. It's just, guys, I was just so happy, bro. I'm just so happy. I wasn't worried whether we lost, we won. I didn't care as long as Bruno got an assist. That's all that mattered because we secured Champions League football against Liverpool. So I didn't care whether we lost. As long as Bruno got that record, bro, I'm just happy.
Fair play to him, though.
And we could have broke it, to be fair.
If
Patrick Dogu, Joshua Zirkzee...
Forget Patrick Dogu, bro. Did you see Mbeumo's miss?
And Diego Dallo.
No, that wouldn't have been an assist.
Nah,
that wouldn't have been an assist, though.
No, it would have been an assist because the last touch came off Bruno.
No, but it came off a Forest defender. It went for
No, it came off Bruno.
No, it went through the defender. It didn't touch him. It went to, and Dallo hits the bar, bro. That brother has 99 attacking positioning, but -2 finishing.
No, but that Mbeumo miss was criminal.
That Mbeumo was his.
Just
bro,
to
Mbeumo's
sky.
annoying me. Ahmad Diallo is annoying me. They all annoying me, bro. But I'm just happy my boy got his assist. He's edged into Premier League history. Unlike some brothers came try to do it, but he slumped off in the second half of the season.
Listen,
that's Giroud, bro.
That's all. Don't be talking too soon. Don't be talking too soon, bro.
No,
he
he
could
matched
go
it,
all
bro.
game next week like that.
He matched it, bro. It doesn't matter what happens. If he breaks it, he breaks it. But he's edged in.
Well, that's literally what you've been screaming all season for like the last 10 weeks, bro. So he has to break it. Matching it doesn't mean anything.
Listen, bro, he stands on the podium.
I want to know where matching it puts him amongst the Premier League greats there.
He stands on that podium with KDB and Thierry Henry.
I'm going to remove you from this live, bro. If you
listen, hear me. Let me land. I'm talking about in terms of the record, all three of them can hold the trophy. And see.
No, but that wasn't my question. My question was, where does he rank amongst the Premier League greatest midfielders? That was the question.
Oh,
it sounds like your fan base thinks the rest of us have been underrating him for years, which to an extent I can agree. We have probably
a lot, bro. All
of you talk shit about my boy.
All of you.
I think it's fair criticism.
Where does he rank then? Where does he rank though? That's what I'm asking.
Bruh, you lot literally have no respect. Like Hoobsy saying, a lot of your right. Except sometimes Hamza and sometimes you'll throw respect on him. The rest of the time, you're picking up the biggest excavator in the world and throwing a bunch of shit on him.
That's because he cries all the time.
What's an excavator? I don't know what that means.
Wait, I want to understand.
I'm from the gully, yo. Yeah,
from the gully. But you don't even answer me, bro. Like, where does he rank then? You just give a range. Don't give a specific number.
Bro, easily top. I feel like top 15 is fair.
Well, I would say top 10.
None of us disagree. None of us disagree about that, though.
Look, I like a top 15. I don't know. Top 10, I don't know because, like, if we have to rank the 10,
he's nowhere near top 10, man. Come on, let's be serious.
I feel top 15 should be fair. Really fair.
Okay. Should I just name some names and then we can say if
off
he's
the top of our heads.
Okay.
Let's
okay. Is he better than Patrick Vieira?
No.
Is he better than Roy Keane?
No.
Roy Keane is
better than Rodri?
Depends though, but no.
No.
I think even United fans wouldn't say so. Rodri, no.
Not better than Roy Keane. Is he better than Rodri? Better than Fernandinho?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
he's a surreal winner. Yeah, it's close, but because
Okay.
he's a
Move
prover.
more
he's
to
a-
like the
It's not,
attacking
it's not.
midfielders.
He's-
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
bro,
No,
but
I'll
it's
get that. I'll
like-
get that. I'll 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 get that. Don't worry. Is he better than Skulls?
No, not a
Never.
chance, bro. Not a chance.
Is he better than Lampard?
Look at
No.
Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes. They are a key.
Okay, he's not better than Lampard or
Gerrard.
Gerrard, right? Is he better
Yeah.
than better than Dennis Bergkamp?
No.
Nah.
No.
No, he's not. Is he better than oh flip, I had like 5 names in my head now. Well, there's other names. I can't remember off the top of my head. But like
David
David
Silva,
definitely-
Yaya Toure,
David Silva,
De
yeah,
Bruyne.
Yeah, Torre.
Like I said, not the top 10. I'm saying top
He hasn't won a
15
Prem,
is
bro.
there.
He's not even in this conversation.
Gerrard
to be
didn't
honest,
win a
bro.
Prem. Gerrard never
Yeah,
won
but
a
He won the
Gerrard
Champions
won the
League, bro.
Champions League.
He
But
won the
you're talking
Champions
Prem.
League.
You're talking about Prem. You base it on whatever was won in the
Yeah,
Prem.
but Gerrard
League in the
also got the
2018.
most PFA Team of the Year appearances, bro. Like he was in a shit team, like an ass team compared to the.
Not
team
even
Bruno was
asking,
in.
bro.
So-
Y'all came second like 500 times. It's not our fault. Y'all are the real
But
bosses.
only second, I think twice for Gerrard, if I'm not mistaken.
And bro slipped when it mattered the most. He let Demba Ba run on and score. bro.
Yeah, and you like Villarreal win their first ever European trophy. And Spurs,
And
they lost to
Tottenham.
Spurs in the final.
The
Yeah,
Spurs
but
won,
like
man.
I
They even
said,
scored the goal for
Outside of
them.
the EPL, outside of the EPL, Gerrard fucking.
But he's not
Yeah,
even been in the
outside
title
of
race.
it,
Bruno
Plus, I
doesn't
don't even
have
think it's the title. It's the fact he hasn't even been in a title race, like a proper. Like Gerrard was in a proper race. Bruno's like not even been in a race at all, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he did finish
Second,
twice also,
second
but it wasn't in race.
But it was like a
He wasn't
technicality
ranked, yeah.
twice. It was never like a proper race. He's never been in a race. You know what I mean?
He hasn't had that pressure.
Listen, I don't know.
Like no,
Christian thinks that Gerrard
like,
is far
bias
below
aside,
Bruno,
bro.
bro.
no, like
Look,
bias
he's
No, but
aside,
hey,
bro.
bro.
That's
Bias
wait.
aside.
That's
I say top 15, bro. Bias aside.
okay. Go on. I'll say my point after you.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like bias aside, top 15 is fair. Bias aside, bro.
Listen,
I think we named close to 15.
Because he's
yeah,
been the
almost like
most
20.
consistent player in the Premier League since he came.
No, he hasn't. Since when?
Literally, since he came into
Since-
the Premier League.
No, he
Since
hasn't.
came
No, he
into-
hasn't, bro.
I think
That's
Harry Kane is more
absolute
consistent.
nonsense.
He's
Salah,
more
De Bruyne, Kane.
Harry Kane is the
Oh,
one.
okay. Most consistent
Harry Kane and
midfielder in
Salah.
the most
De Bruyne.
consistent 10.
De
Bruyne,
Bruyne.
Right?
bro.
Other than KDB,
Rodri.
bro. Who is next?
And
As a
Rodri.
10, bro. As a
Rodri
10,
won the
bro.
Ballon d'Or.
As a 10. I'm talking about
When
a
is,
10.
Rodri won the
De
Ballon d'Or.
Bruyne, when has Bruno ever played as a 10, bro? Really?
Bruno's
He's been
always
as
the
an
10,
basically
bro.
the whole time. No, he hasn't been.
He's always, bro. We
He's an
literally
eight,
had a
hasn't, bro.
double pivot.
Foden, even Loki Foden's
Prospect
probably had
double-
better.
We've had
Foden's got
Fred
better
as a
numbers.
double pivot, bro.
Foden's got better
We've-
numbers than Bruno in the last 5
We've
years.
had, bro. We've
It's
had.
all said and
Scott
done. Is Foden a better
McTominay
midfielder?
And flipping Fred as a double pivot, bro. Please.
He wasn't playing in the 10, bro.
He's always been the.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny though? Okay, I'll have to fact check this, right? I'm just going off the top of my head. Has Scott McTominay got a higher Ballon d'Or ranking than Bruno Fernandes since Bruno came?
I think so.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
because of the Napoli.
Apparently
bro.
he's cheeks, though.
He went to
Apparently
Napoli.
he's cheeks.
He went to Napoli.
I was
bro,
someone was in
and
the
was-
chat here to say Bruno Fernandes and Gerrard in the same sentence with McTominay
Bro,
clears. it.
listen, right. McTominay
I'm
went
taking
there,
Nog
then-
out over Bruno. Interesting take.
Bro, you are Arsenal fan. You don't count.
Uzi, this was my point
Valid
about.
Arsenal fan,
Wait,
bro.
this is my point about Bruno can't win the Player of the Year because he hasn't had pressure. What pressure has he had?
Bro, what do you
What
mean about
pressure has he had?
pressure?
To win a league title takes pressure. Even though we play in the shittest football, however, we still have that pressure on our shoulders. Does Bruno have the same amount of pressure to go on and win it?
Yeah.
Bro,
Assist
so
record
many-
is one thing,
so
but
many
that pressure
players
is.
won it was out winning the Premier
Go
League,
get him,
bro.
Queen.
Name me one.
Luis
I
Suarez.
know from you.
Get his
One
ass.
from you.
Get his ass. Oh my
Luis
god, get his
Suarez.
ass.
Which year the Suarez winning?
No,
Which year?
thumbs up.
Was
Which
it
year?
2012 or something? I don't know. Was it 2012 or 13? One of the two.
No, but
One of
my
the
point is, he
Riyad Mahrez
doesn't
also
have that
was out
pressure
winning the Premier
to
League,
go on
he
and
won
win
it.
it.
Riyad Mahrez was still playing for Leicester and he won it.
Leicester won that season.
What's this?
But no,
they did not win it.
Kante won it. He won it the season after. And he was
He
playing,
shouldn't have won it
he
last
still
season,
played
to
for
be fair.
Leicester. Exactly.
Okay,
No,
but-
Kante's
he
playing
still
for
won it, bro.
Kante's playing for Chelsea.
Yeah, when
Kante
he
played
won.
for
Kante won it at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think
He won
He
Yeah,
won at
Mahrez
Chelsea.
did
He
it,
shouldn't
yeah.
have. That should have been Hazard's. But
Can't,
Kante
yeah,
was-
Mahrez did win it at Leicester. Kante won it at Chelsea when Hazard had his best numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair. Sorry. My bad.
Well, let's
But
VAR
my point
that.
I'm
Let's
saying,
VAR
though.
that.
My point
Yeah,
to you
yeah,
is
yeah.
he hasn't had that much pressure on his shoulders to actually go on and win the player of the season.
But who has been the most consistent player this season and to be called?
Raya,
Because
bro.
literally
Or Declan Rice.
every
Yeah, it was
single
Mahrez and
player
Kante.
from every
Okay,
single
I'll give it to
player,
Raya. Just so Bruno does it.
Right?
I'll give
Bro,
it to
clutch
Raya.
moments.
every
You know the season we played Brighton at the MX. We are flipping sitting in a low block. The amount of saves that guy made that game. The game against Villa early on in the season. I don't know if you remember where this guy's core is like next level. He makes a save straight away on the pivot. He switches up, makes a save. Do you not remember that?
What the
bro,
bro.
every
What a
single
goal,
player
bro.
has been saying that Bruno Fernandes should
Raya
win it.
caught
Cole Palmer.
edits.
I
The
don't know
last
about
game.
who's the other
The last
one.
game against West Ham. The last game against West Ham, bro. He literally done it.
Yeah.
Fernandes almost went on and scored 78 minutes. He came clutch. That is
No,
pressure
I mean,
moments.
he didn't-
Bruno,
he didn't come
Bruno
clutch,
giving
bro.
one assist from a
Fernandes
corner
hit
is not
it,
pressure.
Mateus Fernandes hit
Bro,
the
Still
ball.
a good
Yes,
save.
over
Still a good
3
save,
assists,
though.
bro.
With the right
He's
leg, it's a
clutch.
good save.
Listen, Bruno Fernandes, he's clutch against Fulham to give it to Benjamin Sesko to win it in the 90th.
Oh, you talking about when he missed a penalty at the start of the season? That was this season, bro. He
Yeah, that
stood up,
was
take the
then,
penalty,
bro.
missed, and you lost.
Bro, against
Oh, but that's
Fulham,
Amorim.
he
Amorim was
gave
there,
Bruno,
so
Bruno
okay,
nothing
Fernandes gave
matters.
Benjamin Sesko the assist
So-
to win us the game. It's so many
Wizzy,
times
all
he's
of
been the
that
most
to qualify
crucial
for Champions
player.
League. All of that to qualify
Yes,
for
bro.
Champions League.
Look where we were sitting.
My team,
Look where
Arsenal,
we were
used to get
sitting,
hammered
bro.
for coming out fourth for like how many
We
seasons in a row?
finished
Everyone used to give us
14th
shit for
last
that.
season, bro.
But now this
We-
guy got you to
we
Champions
finished our
League
whole
after
12
one
positions
mediocre
higher,
season,
bro.
2 mediocre seasons, 3 mediocre seasons. All of a sudden, play of the season.
Bro, we finished literally the whole 12 positions higher than last season. We were in a relegation scrap at one point in the season.
When you'll beat us, okay, Uzi, how many points were you behind us when you'll beat us this season at the Emirates?
I don't even know, bro.
Everyone
Yeah,
was
I
saying the
don't even know.
title charge is on. The title charge is on. What title, bro?
I've been consistent.
You're like
It's
18
probably
points
had-
behind us or something.
Bro, I know there was never a title shot.
That is
like,
pressure.
I
That is
genuinely
pressure.
know.
That is pressure.
Bro.
You couldn't say.
I know there was no shout about a title charge from me.
Yeah, but the
because
players-
There was a time.
Players
There was
probably
a shout from this guy.
None
Everyone
of-
heard
none
it.
of
yeah.
the-
There was a possible
None
penalty.
of the players thought, okay, we want to win a title race here. None
Why?
of
It was the
our
only
players.
competition you were in.
Literally, we literally knew, bro. We literally knew that we weren't gonna go for a title.
A
match.
banger.
And in saying all that, bro, literally Bruno Fernandes has been the most consistent player in the Premier League this season.
No, he
Okay,
hasn't.
David
Not
Raya is
all
a shout,
season.
bro.
Not all season, bro.
Okay,
not
okay,
all
not
season,
all.
bro.
Even when we was playing in Emirates,
No one has been
as
as consistent
PDM,
for as
no
long.
one-
He's been the
okay.
best for 6 months.
Yeah,
Yes.
let me
He's been the
rephrase
best for
that. Let me
6 months.
rephrase that. Thank you, Nawaz. Here, out of
Hold on.
everyone. Oh wait, Nawaz, what did you say? Just reiterate that for me, please.
Man forgot.
Because I forgot.
I just said Bruno probably had the longest consistency from anyone in the Premier League this season,
Because
barring
even
probably Raya.
yeah, because even when Amorim had him playing as a 8 next to Casemiro and holding
No,
him,
no, no.
he was still
I'm
playing.
not
well.
having-
He was
How
still
many
creating
times you
chances,
conceded
bro.
goals because Bruno didn't track his man?
I wasn't watching it.
So, even today, okay, the goal Forrest scored. Forrest scored the goal, but Bruno is crying because the Forrest guy got fouled. The Forrest guy
Mentality,
got
bro.
fouled
That's
by
what we
Bruno.
always criticize. I'll forever criticize his mentality, bro. That's
Why
what
is he
happens.
crying? Because he wanted the goal disallowed because the Forrest guy got fouled and Forrest scored. It doesn't make any sense.
Listen, bro, he got his assist record. I'm happy. He's getting player of the year. Listen, he
No
gave
one is
us
taking that
It
away
should be
from
David
him.
Raya. It should be David
You
Raya.
think it should be
By
David
the way,
Raya?
guys,
I would
by the way,
love
guys,
it to be David Raya. I
by the
would
way,
love
guys,
it.
Bro,
I'm gonna do a
you're
quick
all let's say
poll.
only saying David
I'm gonna
Raya
do a quick
because
poll in the
it's
chat.
Bruno Fernandes. That's
I'm
the
gonna
only
do a
reason. If
quick
it was
poll in the
any
chat.
other player, y'all were gonna shut your mouths and sit there quietly in all of
It's
this
gonna be
shit.
Declan Rice, bro. The only reason, wait, I'll tell you.
No,
The
even
only
David Raya.
reason-
Bruno
Rice,
Rice.
bro.
I'd
Declan
rather
Rice
Bruno
is
than Rice.
I'd rather
so
Bruno
cheap,
over Rice.
bro. Please.
I'd rather
The
Bruno
only
over Rice.
reason why, the only reason why Bruno won the the FWA award is because they went and split the votes up for Arsenal. This time, it's either going to be Raya or it's going to be Declan Rice.
Bro,
Lost
he
Gabriel
probably-
Magalhaes. I don't give a shit
he
about
probably
what
win
he
the
does.
Premier
Okay,
League.
I want
guys,
Rice
guys,
to win
guys,
just
guys,
because
pause. Can I just say, just for the chat, I'm going to do a quick poll. Then we can go back to the argument. Quick poll. A smiley face for Bruno, crying face for somebody else to win Player of the Year. So smiley face Bruno to win
I can
Player
take
of the
it back.
Season.
Another prize win it.
Smiley face Bruno, crying face somebody else. Okay, now go back to it, guys.
Another prize win it over Bruno also. Not because I hate Bruno, but just because I don't like Manchester United football.
No, Rice has been shit, bro. Don't even think about.
Bro,
Rice
how
is
can he
the-
be
is the
shit with
cheeky-
every
he's
game
shit, bro.
he's giving you
He's a
8
he's a
out
seven,
of 10
he's a
performance
7 until you
every
need him,
game?
bro. He's a 7 until you need him, bro. The guy is
I'm sorry, can I tell you-
Bruno every day.
Can I tell
Bruno
you?
forever, Rice never.
Rice winning it summarizes the Premier League this season. Bruno winning it will make it seem like this Premier League season was somewhat alright, bro. Because 20 assists, whatever. If a player like Declan Rice wins it, it sums up the Premier League. I'd rather just give it to Rice, bro.
Right? No, it's either
The
Ryan
only
or
time
Bruno.
you would
Rice is
understand
out
this-
there, man.
Now, the only time you would understand Declan Rice's importance is when you're at that game. It's the same thing that happened with Waze. He always told me shit about Declan Rice, but he went to that sporting game, even though we didn't play our best football, he said Rice is something else. That's the only time you'll understand his value when you watch this guy live.
Bro, get out of here, man. The guy's
Yo,
cheats.
please.
Against Arsenal, when it was Moises Caicedo versus Rice, and Caicedo got sent off, why did he get run off
Listen,
the pitch by
wait,
James?
listen,
Against
listen,
Rodri
listen,
and Bernardo
listen,
Silva
listen.
at the Etihad, why did he get run off the pitch there? Against
Listen,
there's countless
listen,
games.
listen,
I could go on and on and on.
Oh.
But it's Raya or Bruno. Get Rice out of here, bro. If Rice wins it, that's the
Rice,
biggest
Rice
travesty
is,
to the
is
sport.
definitely winning.
If Travesty wins,
Hamza,
if he actually
what
wins
is
it,
the
it's
poll-
a
what
travesty.
is the poll
Actual
result, bro?
travesty.
What is the poll result?
Oh shit! I
What
was too
is
busy
it?
arguing with him.
This is why Uzi
yeah,
Nation is
sorry,
I don't
big.
see
I
the
love
poll
all
result.
of you. I love
Uzi
Oh,
all
yeah,
Nation
I
is big,
don't
but
remember.
yeah.
Uzi Nation.
Did you
is
see?
big.
I
love
genuinely
all
didn't
of
see it.
you.
It was
It
Bruno.
was
yeah.
5
Is
to
it?
3 or something.
Don't
like
worry,
that.
you'll win it. You win the poll here, but end of the season, you're not winning player of the season.
Bro, every
If Rice
single
wins-
player, every single big
Nah.
player is screaming for Bruno Fernandes.
Do you know
He
what
could
was that
win
one
the player
journalist?
of the year.
Which
He
was
could
that
even win
journalist that
player of
came
the
out
year, bro.
recently and said he had a whole big argument about he was showing why Bruno should win the player of the year.
Yes,
There's one-
Bruno
I can't-
gets into the Arsenal team. What sort of
I-
mental question is that?
Yes,
Bro,
he
he
definitely
gets
gets
in
into the
over
Arsenal team.
everyone.
But anyways, what I'm saying is there was one journalist who came out and
That
said,
kid
"Wait,
was
listen to
ugly.
this." He came out and said, Bruno should win naturally the FWA Player of the Year. But the season before that, where was Bruno? What
Bro,
did he do
we
last
was-
season?
We were scrapping it out.
I want
in
no,
the
wait, I want to
football
prove a point to you about the journalists nowadays. And like you.
Yeah.
Didn't Salah
it's
light
chilling,
it up
bro.
last season? Yet this journalist
Yeah.
went and voted for Bruno Fernandes.
Hi. What you mean?
That's what I'm saying. There's people out there, journalists out there, who do shit like that. So
Yeah, but that's just
bro,
humans,
bro.
bro.
But that's
That's
what-
just humans.
But that's
You know
why
what I mean?
Rodri
that's just
won the
going
Ballon
on
d'Or
pure
as well,
emotion
bro.
and not watching the
I'm
game.
sure-
Yeah, that's humans, bro. That's humans.
That's why Rodri
It's
won the
humans make
Ballon d'Or
mistakes,
as well,
bro.
bro.
No,
That's why
you
Rodri
can't
won
say
the
that's why
Ballon
Rodri
d'Or,
won the
bro.
Ballon d'Or. Rodri won the Ballon d'Or because he deserved it.
No, bro. Jude
No.
Bellingham was
He's
so
still
much
final.
better that season.
Jude Bellingham should have won that. Yeah.
Jude
No.
Bellingham should have won
No,
it.
no,
Everyone was
Rodri
slating.
deserved
Let me
it.
tell you why, right? This is why.
Treble
By the way,
winner.
guys,
Amazing,
Jude Bellingham
bro.
video
What
drops
is
on the
it,
Football
man?
Explainer tomorrow.
This is why
Jude Bellingham
English
video
fans
dropping tomorrow.
don't want. They did, like a lot of like
Like-
journalists and everything were covering why Jude Bellingham was getting slated because he's not white, bro. He should have been the number one contender
His
for the
father's
Come
white.
Ballon
on,
d'Or.
man.
Let's
Come
see,
on.
bro.
No, I-
Hamza,
He's
the
not black
whole
either.
Euro, the whole
Who-
Euro,
who's he?
bro.
Who's he?
the player-
Wait, you wanna play the race card?
Wait, no,
You
wait,
want
let
to
me- let
play
me
the
land.
race card?
Let me
Okay,
land.
land.
Let me land. The whole Euros. Which player carried you to the final and he's the only player that got slated in that English camp? The only player.
He didn't get slated. He didn't get slated. His attitude was questioned. But yes, he was,
Right.
for me,
Listen,
the best player
because
there.
wait,
And that's
listen,
why,
like
honestly,
you're saying,
honestly,
right?
just
you
to
want
say,
a player
just,
to grab the game by the balls, right? He's the player who did it, who took you all to a final, and he's getting
Yes.
slated for having that ego and mentality. Like I want to take
Okay.
this team where it needs to go. He's got
Listen,
slated
you
for that.
can't play the race card purely on the basis his father is white. How can you call him black? It's the
No,
same
but
thing with
he's black,
Palmer.
though.
Palmer's father is
Yeah, that's
black.
what-
Is he black?
Bro, these races are so uneducated, bro. It's what you are. It's not about what your grandmother is,
Exactly,
or what your dad
bro.
is. It's what can I see? Can I see white or can I see black, bro? They don't see anything else. You talk about the dad, bro. You try tell that to these drunk your dad uncles who are going, oh, he's one of the good ones, him. He's PR good, him. Oh, she's not good. He scored against
Like,
Slovakia,
how were they
man.
ranking
Yes,
Danny
proper
Carvajal
good. But
above
that is
Jude
it, man.
Bellingham, bro?
What?
They
It was
literally
great. It was a
ranked
great
him.
assist from Foden. Honestly, man. Eze should have been putting that away every day, man. That's what it is, bro. Like you're arguing with
The
these people.
Foden one is mad. All of a sudden, he's getting into the English team.
Bro,
But by the way, guys,
one assist.
by the way, guys, on the Bellingham stuff, a new video dropping on the Football Explainer, all about what
Follow
Ozzy
up,
has
bro.
just said. So make sure you're following the Football Explainer.
I
don't do plugs,
gave
man. I'll do
bro
a
the
plug now.
perfect. I gave bro the perfect. I literally put it on a silver platter for you
Alley-oop.
to plug it.
Alley-oop.
Yeah, it's funny because I literally made a
gave you-
script last night, bro. The video is there, ready to be made. But
Well, like I'm
uh,
saying, bro, how was Jude Bellingham ranked under Danny Carvajal that season?
because Danny Carvajal won everything, innit? So it's like technically.
No, but
Spain won the
you-
Euros, isn't it? Spain won the
Oh yeah,
Euros.
and he
Yeah.
won the Euros. Okay, fair. But like Jude
That's why
Bellingham.
Rodri won
when
the
was the
Ballon d'Or,
last
by the
time?
way.
Why was the
I'm
last
on your
time?
mute.
You muted, bro.
I think he's talking to the chat.
Yeah, I was talking to
That's right,
Holmes,
I'm talking
bro,
to the
because
chat. But I'll let you guys hear it. Holmes, don't ever chat to me about Champions League when you lot won it in 2008. Ozzy wasn't even alive in 2008. Right?
I
Now
was
he's a-
alive, bro.
he-
I was
he-
so
He's a huge part of this show. This guy wasn't even alive, bro.
Bro.
2021, bro. I'd finished education.
Bro, I
that's
was
how
three.
that's how recently it was.
I was 3, bro. I was 3.
With the cute fish. Cute Ozzy with the cute fish.
No,
but-
bro, that was when I was
2008,
12.
bro. Long out time ago. And Ozzy, when did you win your first European Cup?
1968, bro.
MashaAllah. The second team, British team to do it after Celtic the year before.
Yes.
First British
And if you want Celtic
Uh,
content, go to the
English
Football
team.
Explainer.
Plug in. At.
That was another controversial game.
What?
Yeah, bro. Crazy, wallah. Sad one.
Sad one, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want the Hearts to win.
I know,
break.
I
Yeah,
know.
is there
Only
anything else
after
to talk
watching
about?
Hamza's-
Because
After watching
Maghreb
Hamza's
is around the
video,
corner.
I felt so.
Bro,
after
Maghreb is
watching
around the
Hamza's-
corner. Maghreb is done ages ago for me. I still have to go.
Yeah, for you, bro.
Yeah,
All right, let's
I
wrap
think-
it up.
I think
Let's wrap it up.
A bit of sun left.
Yo,
Yeah, let's
Yo,
wrap it up.
we'll-
Bruno Fernandez
wrap it up.
broke the record. We all happy because
Never break the
Well
record.
done.
Equal the
Well
record.
done.
I mean, sorry,
Well done.
Marf.
No, but
Correction.
Uzi,
He matched it. Yeah.
listen, no one is taking that away from me. It's a huge achievement to actually go and do that. It's tough, even though it was mostly from corners, but it's a huge achievement. No one else
Today's
besides
was from
De
open
Bruyne.
play, though. Today's was from open play.
Yes, even besides De Bruyne and Thierry Henry, it's a huge achievement. We're giving you the props. All right.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
I mean, yeah,
By the way-
a big. Yeah, go for it.
By the way, my club beat all of yours this season.
My club's
Plus
winning the
fair.
title this season.
Fair enough, bro. That's
Your
a
club
fair
beat
point.
my club while we had a gold
Listen.
lion. I don't know. Have you ever?
And-
do you remember the feeling?
And
You remember the feeling?
and Hamza was
Get
telling
his
me
ass.
that United. By the way, remember like at the beginning, long ago, when we were saying we were predicting our top 4, and then Hamza was telling me shit about United won't finish above Chelsea this season. Yes. And we won't finish above Liverpool. Yes. And
Yeah,
Bruno
but-
Fernandes is the best player in this.
Ozzy,
this season.
Ozzy, context, bro. Context. Jim Ratcliffe.
No, now it's not like
Context.
that. Bro.
Hamza,
Now it's not like that.
I love these words from your context again. I'm remembering all of this.
Jim
these words.
Ratcliffe, literally moments before, had said, "Well, look at Arteta, mate. We've got to keep him for 3 years, mate." Ruben Amorim came out after the Leeds game away. This was the most heartbreaking press conference I've ever heard, where he came out for the United board and he got sacked the next day. Right? If that had not happened, nothing to do with his performance. If that had not happened, bro, you guys would have been maybe below Tottenham. Real talk. But that's the way that life goes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looked down on you with great pride and said, "You know what, Ozzy, that's enough. That's enough sadness for you." But yeah, does anybody else have any closing remarks, or are we ready to wrap this baby up?
I have a closing remark. Right.
Of
Uzi
course,
bottled
Ozzy
the
has a
Banter
closing
Creme
remark.
prediction.
Yes, right. I was about to say that, right? I had a horror show this weekend, gents. But don't worry, next week we have big plan in place. We have big brain.
Bro, there's no plan. There's only one thing you can do.
There's one
Well,
thing
there's
we're gonna
two.
do. There's
You can
two,
do
but I have
wild
to
card
choose.
and do no safety net, or you can do safety
Yeah.
net and no wild card. But
But,
does he have the
right,
bollocks? Does he have the bollocks?
This is.
Wait, forget this guy. Nikhil is the biggest bottler. He
He
didn't
never
even
said-
predict
he never
anything,
put
bro.
a prediction, bro. Wait, I was like, well, that's why, right? I was waiting to see his prediction, and then Like because he had a swapper, and I was hoping his brother don't swap me with anyone. I completely forgot that Liverpool I was playing on Friday night.
Did you know you
I
had a
thought-
wildcard left, by the way?
No, I knew I had wildcard and safety net, so I was waiting to see if this brother was gonna throw his prediction, and just before he was gonna say, "Okay, I'm gonna use a swapper," I was gonna throw something, but then I completely forgot about it because he didn't do it, and then I pull up to this place. I'm going for Kawali, bro, and I see Aston Villa and Liverpool lining up. I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, then I saw the group chat and everyone's atting me saying I bottled it. I'm like, oh my days, I can't believe this.
But yeah,
all I
mean,
know is I'm safe. No one can
Yeah,
touch me.
Mac. Whoever threw wildcards on that Aston Villa game, big ups to y'all. Big ups to y'all.
Yeah, I did it
Especially
last
Hamza
minute.
is
last
actually the
second,
biggest
bro.
one.
Hamza last
I was
second,
gonna
bro.
change. I was gonna change it to United, but like I got a point for United anyway. So alhamdulillah, that was good. I thought Loki Tristan's 2-2 shot was the best shout. I was Loki gonna change mine to United draw, but alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was
Bro,
looking great.
Gibbs White just caused it for me. Just
Look,
one
right.
goal away.
Yeah, I
One
know.
goal
It was a
away.
lovely goal.
Yeah, also had
lovely
3-1, yeah?
goal.
No, you had 2-1.
It's the-
You, Hamza,
all
and
fairness,
this guy
right?
Uzi had 2-1.
in all fairness, right? Going into the last game week, it's still a four horse race, bro. It's still good.
It's still
for
good.
one of the
These
teams.
guys still have to
According
use
to
a
the
multiplier.
fans, according
Yeah.
to the fans, bro, it's a 3-horse race. Let's be real. According to the fans, it's a 3-horse race.
According to
So-
the fans,
Those-
right? They love Uzi.
don't you have to
The
use your
fans love
multiplier?
Uzi, bro.
We use it
No, you used
last
it
game again.
already.
Yeah, so you and Hamza
Right.
both also have the chance.
If you look right, if we have to go on that Instagram poll, right? The fans.
By the way,
love
Hamza,
Mac,
I don't have to
fans love
say it,
Uzi.
right? We already know it
I
has
don't
to
know who
happen,
was
so
the
don't
third
swap
one.
anything. We're already using it.
Hamza, who's the third?
If it's not said
Let's
in
just
the
confirm
chat,
it.
you
Let's
know,
just confirm it in the chat for
Alright.
consistency. Nawaz. We
Yeah.
know what we're gonna do, but let's just confirm in the chat for consistency.
Hamza, according to the poll that was put up on the Instagram, I know it was Mac was getting votes, I was getting votes. I don't know who the third one was. So the fans
Nawaz
love
got 2
Mac, the
votes.
fans love
You
Uzi.
got 4 votes. Matt got 5 votes, I think, and then I got
that's because Hamza
Oh,
also
PR,
voted
bro.
for me.
0
The
votes.
bias, bro. This is biasism.
How's it
Who's
biasism,
in
bro?
Asia, bro?
I voted based on who I thought was gonna win. Everyone else, like Mohamed Azhar. By the way, Mohamed Azhar, this is where I actually have a vote to pick with you because you said in the chat, I said, "Who do you think's gonna win?" And you said Uzi for me, bro. Listen, you've watched me for
My
a long time.
guy.
You know my
Mohamed
ball
Azhar
knowledge
is
is top.
my
Yeah,
guy.
you
Nah,
saw
you
my
know-
percentage was 0%, and you
Mohamed
still didn't
Azhar
go
is
for me.
my guy.
I was
bro.
also I was ashamed in you, bro, because I was like, look at how well Hamza has done with no chips for 3 weeks, bro.
Look, right.
But
Let me just say this: if Arsenal don't win today, I don't care about our league table.
We're not winning
If
today,
Arsenal
bro. We need tomorrow.
or tomorrow, whenever the game is, bro.
get his ass, get his ass, get his
Whenever-
ass.
Whenever Arsenal is played, if they don't win, I don't care about the league table, bro. I could lose points there.
But yeah, we'll see what
Mohamed
happens.
Azhar's
We'll see what
apologizing.
happens. There is
apologizing.
some big swings that can happen still this week. I mean, if
Shout
anyone
out
gets a
to
correct
all
score
of us.
at any point, that's like a massive thing now.
In terms
Like
of
anybody
big
gets
spanner
a
in the
correct,
box, bro.
yeah, a correct score now is just like absolutely huge. But
What
it's
is
all to play
correct score?
for.
Guaranteed 3, right?
3 points. Yeah,
Exact
And a
score,
and a wild card is like
3.
guaranteed 3, right? Okay.
guaranteed 3. Yeah,
Listen,
but like it's
I
like
think
for example,
I think I played a master stroke, bro. Winning the Liverpool game and the City game. Because I don't give
Nah,
a
you
shit about the
did,
City
bro.
game.
No, you did, bro. You
Whatever
played
happens,
it really
happens.
well.
eh.
You played it
Mm.
really well.
well, we'll see.
I
Aurora, I don't think it was a
I-
good choice, but we will see next
That's
Sunday. Is a
according to the
huge one.
data last week, it was a good choice, but I slacked it. I let my team down. I'm sorry,
Uzi's a one-game wonder.
bro. I've been consistent for a while, bro. I was being consistent for a while, bro.
No, to be fair, I looked back
I
at the
climbed-
stats. Match week
I climbed from
match week
fourth.
33, he was 14 points off the lead. By match week 36, he was top of the table. So there has been
Yeah.
some jumps,
That's why
but we'll
the
see
ones
what
is the
happens.
bottler.
Now is the real
We were
bottler.
all far behind him.
We were all far behind. I
True, true.
remember, bro. I was like scrolling through. There was like a 20 plus gap, right, between Nawaz and whoever was in second, and then obviously it got
I don't know.
crazy as
Man,
it
that
went
was
down.
cheap, man.
And then, bro, it's like stinker weeks for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, bro. And we
I think longer, bro.
Got you.
I think 5. I was getting like 1 point only. each week.
Bro even threw his safety net at one point. That was one
point,
thing that saved him.
Listen,
To
you
be fair,
need that
I
one
drew a
point to
safety
come
net
next week.
Just
Save
to
you
keep
from a good
keep
bomb.
myself in there. I didn't want to be too late in the title race. I just had to use the safety net. I think I used it like 28, match week 28, 29, just so I could like stay there or thereabout, just for myself. I just had to kick somebody just to make myself feel good. You know, if anybody gets that reference, then shout out you. It's a little Roy Keane reference for you. But yeah, we will be live on Tuesday after the Chelsea Spurs game, which will be around 10 p.m. Catish is the end of the game. So we'll be live 11 p.m. Cat at 10 p.m. UK time if from the UK. So we'll be on around 11:15, 11:30 Cat, 10:15, 10:30 Cat. We'll talk about obviously the Man City game that's going to happen, the Chelsea Spurs game. Will Spurs get relegated that game? And of course the Arsenal game that's going to happen tomorrow. So make sure you're there for that. If you're new here, make sure to follow all the guys here. Uzi, beautiful boy. Noaz, what a great debate we had today. And Mac, I mean, the most handsome guy in Durban. What's more to say about him? But plenty more to come on these next couple of weeks.
So much.
Hey, wait, Oz, I got you.
That wasn't Nuzzer.
I got you. I was
trying to be nice.
That's dead.
But anyway, we'll be live on Tuesday, as I said, and also we'll be live next Sunday. If you can't make Tuesday, we'll be live on Wednesday. And if we're not live on Wednesday, if we're live on Wednesday and you can't make it, make sure you're here for Sunday because that is the title decider. That is the last game. That is after Arsenal potentially win the league, Spurs potentially go down, and we'll be live to show who wins the Premier League predictions for the Prem to the Creme this season. So, thank you very much for watching. As I said, if you're here, follow everybody, and we will see you on Tuesday.
And
have a
Bruno
nice.
Fernandes is PFA Player of the Year.
Boys.
Aurora